government of Jamaica to provide more equitable and sustainable access to quality technology, as well as access to technological devices and the development of a disability-friendly software. Our youth education is a main priority, and so we call for reallocation of funding from the Education Ministry. Mr. Speaker, youth clubs are vital to youth development. But Mr. Speaker, how can youth be fully developed at these youth clubs when there is no money for the execution and sustainability of projects? Mr. Speaker, many of us in this honorable house can relate that we are involved in clubs, but these may never be effective because all we can do is come up with ideas. They can never be executed. We don't have the money. Youth clubs are lacking, but what is really lacking is the availability of funding for these youth clubs. Money is of paramount importance to any organization. Proverbs 29 and verse 18 says, where there is no vision, the people perish. But Mr. Speaker, I say, where there is no money, youth clubs perish. We therefore call for funding to be sourced from the Ministry of Education and Youth and reallocated from ministries to set up more grants for youth development through youth clubs. Though we are on opposite sides, this cohort stands as a united family, working for the good of our nation's youth. And so my team and I plan to join hands with the opposition and take the necessary steps to ensure that our youth without a voice have meaningful representation with action, not a bag of mouth. Mr. Speaker, we the youth parliamentarians are already on the ground in our counties. Our county project, which we tabled earlier, are evidence of action, not a bag of mouth. For far too long, we make plans for the future without including the future. So to the current government of Jamaica, we give you notice. We give you notice today that the rate of action is long overdue. And this cohort of youth parliamentarians serving as landlords will be taking the next steps to hold you accountable and have these issues plaguing our youth evicted. Government of Jamaica, consider our recommendations because notice is served.
In June of 2021, a cohort of undoubtedly some of our nation's brightest minds were called upon to serve this great nation by putting forward policies, projects, and other suggestions aimed towards the betterment of our most precious commodity, us, we, our youth. Mr. Speaker, though we sit on opposite sides, as my colleague mentioned, we, the opposition, believe in working together with the government in safeguarding the interests of the youth. The NYPJ has created a platform for the issues of youth to be voiced by nobody better than the youth. And no solutions have been put before our sitting government. My colleagues and I have also been provided with the opportunity of deepening our understanding of parliamentary democracy while developing skills in research, policy formulation and analysis, advocacy, public speaking, and communication. Mr. Speaker, we have adequately been equipped to present on topical concepts facing our youth, including the impact of COVID-19 on the education of marginalized youth development opportunities, crime and violence, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic. In particular, the effect of work from home on domestic violence and child abuse. And finally, but take it from most definitely not least, rural development and the need for a paradigm shift. Mr. Speaker, my colleagues have put forward some solutions for these issues. It is now up to our government to get to work. Permit me to remind this honorable House of a few. Now that we've reintroduced face-to-face learning at all levels, it is crucial to prioritize efforts to reach and engage students who have been lost to learning. The time is now. I repeat, the time is now, as my colleagues have all suggested, to get our children back in. And why is this, Mr. Speaker? Because every child can learn. And so, every child simply must learn. And as my spokesperson on economic growth and job creation has suggested, if we seek community change, if we seek parochial change, and if we seek societal change, more youth clubs are needed. Mr. Speaker, it breaks my heart, but sadly, thousands of youth's future lie in our hands. We owe it to them to ensure that their issues are adequately addressed. My spokesperson on national security has charged this government to act today with no delay.